What's up, YouTube fam? It's Dark Angel's Journey. I'm Shakira. So, it is Sunday, and it's the weekly recap. And yes, I am standing up, and sexy hair is still up. Yeah, what's up? Anyway, it's going back in this week. It's driving me nuts. I'm not gonna lie, driving me nuts. I sit down, it's pulling in the back. I drove yesterday in this ponytail, and it literally, I was just like a just straight up. So the back of my head wasn't on the backrest. It was very weird. Can't do it. It's driving me nuts. But it does come out about once a year. All right. What a week we had last week. It was like almost at every other opening bell, price just and then Friday was just like I don't even know where the heck to even get in. It was just like but technically, I mean, if you just kind of didn't care about your stop loss and just took a short, you know, you might have been all right. Anyway, so calendars here. This week, I only traded on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday, I attempted to take the trade I wanted, but I was too slow to put the order on, and it was beautiful. Mm. So, um, what happened on Tuesday? I took a third trade after two losses, which is bad, Shakira, bad. But it's okay. I made it back on Thursday, and my drawdown is at 165. Anyway, it's like I'm working towards break even in February. It's okay. I'm happy with it. Anyway, so let's nip over to the charts and I'll show you what was going on. Like Friday, let's make myself a little more tiny up in that corner. All right, so let's take a look at Friday. Let's do this on a 1 hour. So it's like those candles make a ton of sense. I mean, look at it. That was Friday. And isn't it crazy? Look at where we've been this whole week. Dump, dump. Kind of not, yeah, a little bit of a dump, but just going sideways. Dump Tuesday. And then Monday was just kind of like gross sideways action. So I didn't feel like I needed to take anything. So let's take a look at what I did take on Friday after everything. So, and you can ignore these guys. They're just what I use throughout the day to see what's up. So after all of this drop insanity drop, I do believe no, it wasn't there. It's right here. Yeah. So on the 30 seconds right here, I think there's a little breaky. I like the behavior here, so I took it right here. And it ran up a bit. I moved my stop right in here, and then they just proceeded to chop the rest of the time. So I didn't really like get anything good. I got stopped off 30 bucks. But it looks like if I had waited until 310 and then taken this version of it, then I would have gotten the full pull without any drama. So I'll be a little bit more, I saw it too, but I'd closed out by that point. That's all right. So then, my expectation was, grab a quick 105 after this big drop and then don't worry about the rest. Yep. Yep. So, I mean, it wasn't very easy to trade much of this. I think it was at 12. I don't trade at this point. Like, this was probably the semi cleanest thing that we saw, right? For like a continuation. And I mean, look at the rest of it. It's just crap. And then after 10, I mean, this was just kind of mean. And then the only other option here, I considered this. I did. But continuation trades aren't really my thing, so I did take that. Anyway, let's nip over to Thursday, where I did actually take some trades. Let's do the replay. It looks like now they've set it so you just select the date. Oh, I selected a random bar, my bad. So it's Friday. We want to do Thursday, so we have to pick Friday to get to it. Alrighty. So let me take a look here, make sure I've got the right trades for you. So took a short after 3 something. And I had a good trade, a couple of trades, honestly. So the real trade I took was at about 3 something. So let's take a look at that puppy. Let's roll back here. Just a quick short. Yeah, it's just about 315, about 21, 112. Yeah, so I caught this short right here. Because I mean, they had a nice sweep right here. And then I was just waiting to see. So I grabbed it right here. So it was nice. Not a lot of drawdown or anything. And let me just do a short. So in this space, I was literally looking at this fair value gap. I really need to set those up. So I was looking at this SIBI right here and how they were respecting the lower portions of it. So I thought it was relatively safe, especially after they swept these highs and then they swept below here again. So I figured, well, they swept below here. So I figured the end of this would be actually a little bit higher, would be perfect. Just a little bit into it. Bam. So I got that entry and they dropped nicely and I got the 105 and then they turned right back around and went back up. I don't care about that. None of my business, if I'm being completely honest with you. And then in the morning, a trade that I wanted to take, but I somehow, the trade that I was waiting for, and this happened at 9:55, this beautiful short, right? Let's come back down here. So this happened at 9:55. There's a fair value gap on the 15-minute, like right here. Right here. There is a fair value gap that I had been waiting for, and I was a bit slow to catch this when it rolled back up below it. So let's take a look at the 15 minutes and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So what I look for on a regular basis is areas where price has been, pushed back up. So let's like reuse this guy and then change him over. So this fair value gap right here, I was waiting. I was waiting for them to close an actual body below it. So let's switch that out to a busy buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. And look at it. Look at the behavior. Like it dropped. Nobody's. 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 But on Friday when it dropped, I was waiting. I was waiting for them to drop below this thing to give me an opportunity. Let's load that up. To give me an opportunity to go short. And I was slow, is what happened. Like I was like perfect. And I put my order in and they'd already tapped it and run. And I was like, oh, come on, like, come on. So I was a little slow. So literally as soon as this closed, I was trying to like quickly right click and put my order in, but they slapped it and then ran like beautifully after that. So I was a little salty, if I'm being completely honest. I missed it. But it's the type of thing that, like I know it's going to be a nice juicy run and should be relatively easy to get the 105. Actually, it was easy to get more than that because I'm sure they were like looking to take some other juicy low up, but I'm gonna try to keep it simple. Keep the greed out. Keep the greed out. You gotta keep remembering, keep the greed out. Anyway, so that's what I was looking for really, and I was too slow to put the order in. So afterwards, that was just me trying to stay on top of it. And let's look at Thursday. I took no trades on Thursday, so we can skip it for now. It's a 219. I also missed a good entry for something that I was looking for a quick run up. And I really need, and that happened at 10:25. So let's take a look at Thursday really quickly. So for Wednesday. Okay, so for Wednesday, we need to, right. So on Wednesday, 10 something. So something I'm learning is, and I knew I should have done it. I knew it, and I didn't. It's just this bad habit I have, right? So I was looking for long. I was looking for a long here. I set my entry at the bodies, and they barely, barely managed to tip it. Honestly, if I'd left the order up, I would have gotten in here. But now I was looking for here. Quick run up to take these highs out would have been nice. I would have just taken what I had already. So in these scenarios, I really should just go with the half the midpoint of the wick is what I'm finding is better when the wicks are longer like that. They're not likely to touch the bodies. And if they are, they're probably not gonna it'll come back and give you another opportunity. But I like the first test better. And I was a little too slow to decide to take this again because I still have my order in. I should have moved it up a little bit. And then I would have got tagged in. That would have been an easy thing. So I was seeing that my trade went by and I didn't get it. I just ignored it. And then Tuesday, sorry. Tuesday, I was just a bad, I don't know, I was just feeling off. So for Tuesday, we need Wednesday. Like that. So I wasn't feeling very awesome. I took 3 trades when I should not have. And I just shot myself in the foot for each of those. I really did. I was trying to catch a reversal. So my first trade was at about just around 10 something. So I was trying to catch the reversal. Yeah, right in here. So once it dropped, I was thinking they might want to just tap the bottom of this and then run. But no, they tagged back up. And I should have known that because this is the order block here. So I don't know why I was thinking this guy. I should have been waiting to see which one of these they wanted to sit in because look at it. Like they were respecting the midpoint of this uh SIBI, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So I was looking for a short. So I was a bit early on the short. It's just naughty Shakira. So I was a bit early on the short right there, like this. And I should have waited to see. And then I could have then set myself up after this candle had popped up because I find they like to do a little sweepy sweep. And then after that, you can take it at the midpoint. And then that would have been an easy, drop down. And I might have even moved it down just to take that low out. So it's just a smidge more, you know? But yeah, so that's a lesson learned right there. I need to pay better attention. The other thing is like I had this one potentially considered, but I don't know why I didn't take that. I don't know. In my head, I wanted more confirmation for some reason. Who knows? And then I don't know, that kind of spiraled me a bit. So in the PM, no, this was all in the morning. Wow, I shot myself in the foot a bunch of times in the morning. Haha. Yeah, 3 times. Just wanting them to continue going down. Then at 10:40, right in here, I took a long. Obviously, they continued down and I got stopped out. Like my entry was, I think, right here. This candle after they broke above here. And I got stopped out there. And then I don't know what I was thinking. And then I tried a short here. At that point, I was just spiraling in my own mini way in my own head. So, I took an extra loss I didn't need to take, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. We are in a very emotional space with trading, and learning to remove that emotion is part of the process. You can't really remove all of the emotion. You can manage it. As I mean, I spent a lot of time. I spent all of last year losing, pretty much. I mean, I ended the year with what altogether about 6,800 in drawdown, something like that. And I'm not getting any of that money back. Obviously, it's gone. So I've gotten pretty good at losing, but sometimes the emotional state isn't where it should be, and I was just pushing. I did close out, so it's only the three, but it's still a bigger loss than I needed to have taken on Monday. In any case, um, the important thing to remember is your goal and where you're trying to go. Also, One Piece, The Going Merry. Yes. I mean, if you guys like One Piece, it's cool. Yeah, I'm so happy I found it. And yeah, it's got the crew on there. Everybody from Straw Hat, Nami, Zoro. Oh, I think the original crew. I don't think it has um the skeleton on it, whose name I'm totally blanking on right now, which happens all the time. Anyway, so another week's gone by. I'm still pretty proud of myself. A lot of my setups played out beautifully. I was sometimes just a little slow to catch it, a little slow to adjust to catch it, and that's just something that I need to continue working on. But when it comes to my mindset, last February versus this February, I'm like leaps and bounds better than I was then. So I'm very happy with how things are going. And I know I'm going to get to where I need to be. So that's all that matters. Anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. If you're somewhere place warm, I'm massively jealous of you. If you're someplace cold, you know how I feel. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Shakira, out.